Okay folks, so I'm actually drifting away from my normal intro and I'm just going to get the video started because I'm short on time. So on today's giant set, I'm doing the push press and I'm taking it out of the rack. And as you can see, my power starts from the floor and my legs, the little body English, as I kick it up to the top. And I'm also going to be doing some 6-way windmills. Now these are actually called 3-way windmills, but because you do 3 on each side, 3 plus 3 equals 6 the last time I checked, so I call them 6-way windmills. And they're really good for your shoulder mobility. They absolutely blast your obliques, and they actually open up your hips mobility as you're going up in heavy weight. And I'm going to be doing some jump ropes as well, and that's going to be the giant set for the day. So per the title of this video, I'm going to teach you all how to do a push press. So basically what you want to do is when you take it out of the rack, because that's where it should start, is from the rack, so it's on your shoulders. You want to be able to get in a good, solid, flexible position. So doing 6-way windmills like this and doing some jump ropes in between really gets my shoulder mobility up. So you can see when I get it off the rack, look how far my shoulders are from underneath the bar. And that just means that it's got more meat to sit on, so I have a bigger platform for it to push off of. Now the next thing that you want to do when you're doing the push press is you want to make sure that you're moving quickly. You don't want to waste any time when you pull it off the rack. You want to make sure that once it gets set onto the meaty portion of your shoulders and your shoulders are in a good position, that you're able to take a breath, lean back, drift it up, bring it down, and place it all on the rack. And I usually try to do that in one breath. Now, if you're not very good at holding your breath, this is a terrible exercise to do, because even if you try to breathe with that thing on and you lose your brace, then you're going to actually have it sit on your carotid artery, which is going to make you want to pass out. And here's something funny right here. When I try to put it back on the rack, I totally miss it. Oops. So I had to waste some energy getting that thing back up, because I really did not want to have that fall on the floor and have to pick it back up and put it back on the rack, even though I am capable of it. So when you're doing the push press, you want to make sure that you're able to do it in one motion. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to have some big power with your legs. So you want to make sure that that bar is flat on your shoulders, and then you use a lot of leg drive. So it's just one dip and up, one fluid motion. And as you can see, I keep struggling with those J hooks. I don't know why those J hooks do not like me, but I was really struggling with them during this whole entire workout. So when it comes to the push press, it's a good idea also to wear a belt. I know a lot of people don't like to wear equipment, but honestly, it's really good when you're practicing doing the push press. And as I do my top set here, you can see with my left arm, it's a little wonky. And that's just because I had surgery on that arm. But that's why I have the belt on. Now I don't have any wrist wraps on. Those are actually just sweat guards. But having the belt on really helps my core stabilize it, so I'm able to hit big weights. Now, I don't know why I decided to go for this weight, because 250 moved all wonky with my left arm from post-surgery. So I just wanted to see how it would feel when I got it out of the rack. So that's what that was. Now as I move on to the variation giant set, starting with the seated dumbbell shoulder press, you'll look over to the right. This is actually before I had bicep surgery. So before I injured myself, this was with an axle bar, and it was 260 pounds in weight. So just to prove that I could do it once upon a time, there you go. I didn't want you to think that I was just trying it for the first time. And I continued to stay in the same format and do my 6-way windmills and my jump ropes, just to keep a nice even number by the end of the workout. Now the reason why I'm trying to train my overhead press with these seated dumbbells is because I'm trying to do a motion like the continental clean and press that you see over there on the right. You have to get it from the ground, place it on your belly, mini power clean it up, and then press it over your head. And this is actually recent with 240 pounds on the axle bar, which is very impressive. I was very pleased with that day. And doing the seated dumbbell press is way better, because it's really hard to stabilize those dumbbells on your shoulders and to hold them up in the air like that. They want to move all over the place. Now it doesn't really carry over much into the circus dumbbell like I'm doing here with the Rogue Monster dumbbell. This is a single dumbbell, so it's actually very different than being seated, as you can see in the comparison between the two here. But it's really good for the log clean and press and the axle and the barbell overhead press, such as this. So this movement carries over great into strongman movements, and that's why I like to train with those after I'm done doing my main giant set for the day in strength. Now I did some more stuff after this, but I didn't film it, so I'm going to leave it here, and I really appreciate everybody watching my videos, and I will see you next time.